Hello, this is King of Zombies, here with my shiny badge quest for Pokémon Scarlet. I started this back in July of 23, so just shortly after I finished playing through Violet. Makes sense. Took me a while because I was shiny hunting the whole way through, of course. Just like I am here. So that's fun. A shiny badge quest basically entails me getting a shiny Pokemon, full-out shiny Pokemon, before every badge, or gym, depending on which game you're playing, or how you're looking at it. And this game has 18 badges, kind of. Depends on how you count badges. The game kind of counts them all, so. And that's how everyone else does it. So not a big deal. So yeah, it's going to be a, I say long journey. Hopefully this video isn't too long. We're going through just the starting bits right now, showing it. But yeah, I guess I'll talk about what I'm looking for specifically. Well, not specifically, I should say. I have my own shiny living decks that I'm slowly working towards, and probably will never finish, or even get close to, because they release games faster than I can catch Pokemon, really. But that's fine. But for my so these shinies I'm getting are going to be for that. So I need to explain my methodology for what Pokemon can or should be part of that living dex. Firstly, obviously they're shiny. Mostly they're going to be full odds. There's some exceptions, like in Legends Arceus, for a good example. I didn't feel the need to have them be full odds. I didn't get the shiny charm, but I did put a lot of effort into getting the Pokedex pages for the specific shiny Pokemon maxed out. That felt right to me, so that's why I did that. Some Pokemon I do go for Masudaing, specifically the Pokemon that are shiny locked, so like starters in recent games. That's mostly the exception for eggs, because I just don't like spending hundreds of hours hatching eggs, which is funny because of how this video is going to end, but whatever. And I do have two Pokemon, Meltan and Melmetal from Go, and those technically aren't full odds. So yeah, full odds. Other thing is I want them as early as possible. So like for the first 3 generations of Pokemon, I want them in Gen 3. Because then I can like get them up all the way through, put on whatever ribbons I want. Possibly all of them that I can. We'll see whenever I get around to working on those properly. And something I've come to wanting or feeling right more recently, like pretty recently because of the DLC that came out a bit ago, I'm wanting them to have the correct catch icon, like game catch icon. If something introduced in X and Y, a little icon that says what game or region they were caught in. It just makes sense to me for like the earliest possible. So I don't want to catch like say a shiny Applin in this game, and because technically I could put on ribbons from previous generation with that. That's what I'm meaning. I think that's all I need to say for those. So how am I going to be hunting? Because we're going to get to that shortly. Mostly outbreaks. I think very much mostly outbreaks. There's a couple exceptions, and I'll talk about them when I get to them. So basically, in this game, I get an outbreak, and I run around not knocking out the Pokemon, just looking at them for shinies. Because I'm not increasing my shiny odds at all. Especially not in this playthrough, because shiny badge quests are usually very pure for people. So it might take a lot of resetting, lots of perhaps making up a sandwich to give encounter power for certain typings to make that Pokemon slightly more likely to appear in outbreaks. And then just spending hundreds of hours, or not even hundreds of hours. Do I have 100 hours in the game? Probably do at this point. I have to check. Yeah, just spend lots of time running around looking at the different Pokemon, especially all the tiny Pokemon that I'm going to be hunting in this. Which is not my favorite thing from this generation. All the tiny Pokemon that are hard to see and have hard to see shinies. I'll talk about Pokemon as I find them, of course. Yeah, other than outbreaks, just doing outbreaks. Not even making up sandwiches to make outbreaks faster, really. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it for my first shiny of the video. That's it! Oh my god! Finally! That's only 11,950 small lives. Oh, I'm as zoomed in as I could be. Oh, I thought it was a lighter color on the base. I noticed that thing. Oh my gosh. This is almost 3 times odds. Over odds. What Pokeball did I want to use? I think I wanted to use a Luxury Ball. That's why I went out my way to get one. This is why I have one on me. I saved. It's a female. Of course it's a female. Most of my shinies are female for whatever reason. First ball. Perfect. Oh, I could finally get started on playing through the game. Early bird, you wake up from sleep twice as fast. That's interesting, I guess. Hardy nature, no mark. Which I actually do kind of like Smoliv shiny. It's subtle, but it's visible. Smoliv is a Pokemon I did try to hunt a few different times in Violet, and I had no luck with. And getting the outbreak is a big pain. They're very rare for some reason. So how I guess I could talk about how I do outbreaks. So how outbreaks work from just my own testing and understanding is that the game checks to see if you changed to a different day or if you went back in time at all. And if you did, it will reset the outbreaks all across the map, and also all of the crystals, the raid dens. So you can very easily change or reset outbreaks, what outbreaks are available by simply going to your day and time settings and just hitting OK, because it'll reset the time to that minute, and as long as you go back a few seconds, basically, in time, and it'll trick the game. You don't have to change it by a minute. You can literally change it by just pressing the OK button. It's very, very nice. I don't have images up for this, but you get what I'm probably saying if you've messed around with it. If not, watch any of the plenty of videos explaining it better than I do. So yeah, that's how you reset for them, and of course use sandwiches to increase encounter power for the type, and I think it's supposed to help. I don't know. For some of these it takes forever anyways. Who knows? And how do I also keep an outbreak from disappearing at the end of the day? That's another one that I should talk about. Because I did show catching Athena, whose nickname is obvious. It's Athena from Greek mythology. I'm going to try to explain all these. We'll see if I keep that up. But I caught her on the day that the outbreak existed. And I realized that, and afterwards I restarted the game and changed the clock to the right day and caught her on the correct day for what day it was. Just so it was just a little more correct. But so how do I do that? I actually have a little notepad or whatever. I have a little piece of paper that I write down what day the outbreak is and what time I saved. And then I can close the game, I can completely close the game, or I can just, as long as the game's not running when I turn on my Switch the next day, I can just go to the date and time settings and go back to just a little bit after when I last played, and the game doesn't realize I changed days. So I can very easily have an outbreak go for weeks on weeks, or months, depending on how long it takes. I don't think I had one that took that long. I don't remember. I haven't finished quite yet. Just trying to get some of these video files smaller. So yeah. Oh, last thing for that hunt. You may notice I was doing what I think people call is town resetting, because like when you run into a town, I found this out very early, like actually playing, like day 1 actually I think it was. So town resetting is that when you enter a town's borders, all Pokemon despawn. It takes them a couple seconds, but they do. So you can forcibly despawn by just going a little bit into town and then waiting for them to despawn and then leaving town, and then you can get them to cycle through a little bit faster than just running away. Also, at this point, I hadn't killed Cloth yet, so I couldn't run very quickly anyways. So yeah. We're going to be getting into our next encounter, and I do try to have all of these Pokemon planned out in advance, so that I'm hunting, or that I'm getting Pokemon that are good against the badge that I'm going. In this case, the Rock Titan, or if I'm going against a gym, I'll go out. I get the typings right. More or less. We'll see. I might mess that up at some point. I'm also going in level order for all of these encounters. So yeah, let's go on to the next encounter. That was fast. Oh my. Hello. That was only after 1,240 encounters. Okay, this one's gonna be a little bit sketchy to do. Also have an encounter power rock. Bought it at the school. Yeah, you weren't too hard to find. You're pretty noticeable if you know what you're looking at, and which is just basically the top of your head. So that's cool. Level 20, so you obey me. I did save. Let's just start the battle. Don't know what I'm going to use for a Pokeball yet. But I should probably weaken you just a bit. I know from experience you guys are very defensive. So you should survive very easily. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. You're not going to hurt me that way. And I'll go for just another absorb. Perfect. That's fine. So you are a male Knackley. That's okay. You don't need to be female. Not all my shinies need to be female. Okay, now I'm not going to go again because I might kill. What Pokeball do I want to use? Mirror Ball kind of looks good. You know what? Yeah, I'll try Premier Ball. Got it. First try. Okay, I'm going to be very overleveled for the first gym, but that's fine. Well, not as overleveled as I was in my previous playthrough. You have Sturdy. Okay, that's always nice. Quiet nature, no marks. So yeah, Nacli wasn't as hard of a shiny to spot as I was anticipating. It is pretty subtle, and not as big of a difference as Smoliv was. So yeah, not the best shiny in this gen, that's for sure. Named it Salt Talus, so eventually when it's evolved, that'll make more sense. Obviously, the name is based off of Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom with the Taluses. Just nice and simple. Some of these will be a little bit more obscure of references, definitely. This was just a normal outbreak with running around looking at different ones. I might have had a sandwich up at some points to increase encounter power for rock types. At least, I at the very least did at the very beginning because of getting the encounter. Didn't take too long to get it either. And I think this was a little bit before I had super good idea about who I was hunting it for at when. So yeah, it's Pokemon you see throughout your entire journey through this game. So kind of surprised I haven't gotten one earlier. Just like our next shiny coming up. Oh! That's a shiny! Hello, little guy. Oh, I've wanted you since day one. It's very noticeable in the grass. Oh. Heal Ball kind of matches. I don't really know if it will match when it evolves, but don't have very many options. So I'll go for that. After 2,348 encounters, or I say encounters, that I've seen. That was easy catch. Oh, right, it's part normal type. I forgot about that. Okay, you have Pickpocket. Steals the held item from attackers that make direct contact with it. That's interesting. And no mark. That's fine. I think I was a little confused looking at my notes because that's definitely not a Pokemon that you see everywhere. It's actually pretty uncommon throughout the region in general. But yeah, Shroodle. It's Pokemon I saw very early, like day one of Pokemon, and I immediately loved the little guy. Even if it is very hard to spot in this tall grass, the difference of the shiny being just the eye color. Its evolution does have a different shiny. We'll get to that at some point. So that's good to know. I like its eye color being different, though. It is distinct enough. That's not too bad looking. This is a nickname that I definitely have to explain, because no one's going to get it. I named it Wilfray after a character from Drawn to Life, who is, if memory serves from when I chose his nickname, is a villain from Drawn to Life who wants to drain all the color. And that's the second game. In the first game, he wants to... He took the book, or he tore up the book so he could make his own stuff. He was like an evil painter guy, kind of. Or wanting to... In the second game, he definitely drained all the color out of places, trying to keep the world from ending or something. He was a villain. I don't have to explain. It's a game about drawing. It works pretty well, I think. So yeah, so this Pokemon isn't the one I was thinking about. I looked at my notes and they're a little close together. I skipped over in my looking at them. Oh well. The next Pokemon is one that is definitely seen everywhere through the region. Let's go get it. Hello, little guy. Make sure I'm recording. That was after, how many? 2,717. Oh my, you're gonna be annoying to level up. You're pretty noticeable. Not super noticeable. I thought you'd be a bit easier to see. A normal Pokeball kind of makes sense. Let me see what else I have. I could also go for... Not really that pink. Let me just check your evolutions, I guess. You're always more of a red. I think just normal Pokeball would work then. Even if you do look pretty pink in this lighting. Oh? That's surprising. Also, I just noticed I remembered I didn't save before encountering you. Oh well. Of course, a female. I get so many females, I don't know why. Natural cure. Status conditions are cured when it switches out. That's okay. Naughty nature, no mark. Okay, this video is going to be way longer than I expected. This is only the 4th shiny. Well, also, obviously, Nacli's evolving. So that's nice. It looks even better once you evolve. Not so sure about your final form. Haven't seen that quite yet. We'll get to that at some point, though. You definitely look great in this form, though. So about Pawmi. Pawmi's pretty good shiny or Pokemon. It's everywhere. Surprised I never found one before, really, because it's not like it's hard to spot when you're around a bunch of Pawmi. They are quite obvious. Especially once they get they're a little red, a little bit pink, depending on the evolution. I think final form is very red though, which is why I went for a Pokeball. Not quite sure. We'll get to it eventually. Named her Cora after. It's a bit of a weird, one that this one actually makes sense. Actually, if you've seen my videos, after a blade from Xenoblade 2, Electric Blade. I don't know, I had to come up with a name. It's fine. Anyways, yes, speed through this much faster. Go through this Titan as fast as we can. And go to our next shiny, which is, oh boy. It's gonna be a long one. Oh, and this is what I get for not looking ahead when I was doing that. Here, just a second. Athena's gonna evolve into a form that's I think maybe the best of the entire line. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten to final form yet. Still just in the midst of editing all of this. Okay, now on to the long, drawn-out hunt. Oh, hello. I wasn't. Well, it's been a while since I got one. This hunt's taken a bit of time. I'll gladly take a shiny Mareep. Oh, plenty of heal balls too. Nice. No. There we go. We have static, modest nature, no mark, female Mareep. And since you aren't a Pokemon or a new Pokemon to this generation, you're gonna go into the box, and I'm not gonna count you. And I'll just keep hunting in this area. We'll see how long I keep that up, but I'll try it. I'll try to. Oh, what the? Hello. Okay, fine. I have two now. That was only, like, 10 minutes apart. Oh, critical capture. Okay, this one's male, still has static, hardy nature, no mark. Oh my god. Are you serious? Well, there we go. Third shiny Mareep. Am I at double odds? I've just passed double odds for what I'm actually hunting, but 3 shiny Mareeps. Critical capture. Okay, fine. Okay, male. Static, no ribbon, modest nature. Oh my gosh! Hello? That was only 10,672 and different ones of you. I'm gonna change my clock to be the correct time, so it's, or the correct date. And you should not disappear. That only took a month of not really hunting. Oh my gosh, he took way too long. What Pokeball did I want to use? Heal Ball kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'll go with that. There we go. You're female, but I'm pretty sure you can only be female. Own tempo, even. No mark, bashful nature. So yeah, 3 shiny Mareep before the Tinka-Tink. That was ridiculous. Also, hello, you evolved, and as I said, more pink, which I wasn't quite expecting, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure you go very red. So yeah. Tinka-Tink. Another Pokemon I tried hunting in Violet and just never managed to get whenever I tried. Violet's hunting was a lot less focused than this has been so far, and will stay to be. So yeah, this is our first Starfall base, Dark type. Fairy's good against Dark, apparently. Not that I've really know, because I've never really used Fairy types. My least used type, mostly because of how new it is, and how new. I just never remember what it's exactly good at, other than dragons. So yeah, Tink-Tink. Not the best Pokemon, but it is a Pokemon that I kind of wanted. Named it Alvida after a character from One Piece. If you've watched the show at all, well, if you've watched the show, the very beginning of the show, you'd understand. And no, I'm not talking about the live-action One Piece. I have not yet seen that because I don't have Netflix. It's on the list of things that I should watch, though. Supposedly it's really good. I'm talking about the actual One Piece series anime. So yeah, let us go for another Pokemon that I've tried hunting for before. That's a theme. Weird. I see it. Oh, you're over there. That was really, really fast. I haven't even been hunting for an hour. Though, if you include setup time for the outbreak, then yeah. Yikes. I skipped the rest of that because, well, as you can see, the footage immediately corrupted. Like, right then. Basically, essentially, it's, Toad School, I called it Shroomsworth, which we'll see in a bit, actually. Which is a reference to Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, character from that. Specifically an enemy, I think? That sounds right. So, yeah. Fighting the electric gym makes sense. Go from grass and ground type. So disappointing that that's so corrupted right there. That's what happens when I record or have my recording software running for too long without restarting my computer. I do know it happens, but it only really ever happens when I'm shiny hunting, because that's the only time I accidentally leave it running that long. Normally when I'm recording, I'm constant. I only record for like an hour or two at most before restarting my computer to make sure it works. Sounds very scuffed when I say that out loud. But that's just how it is. Very, very noticeable shiny, for sure, Toad School. Like, it stands out so well. And its evolution stands out as well, but it looks completely different. Pretty good, though. And it is the one I did try hunting for in Violet. The next one won't be... In fact, I think the next one is going to be the first one of 2024. So, well, was it this? I think so. I think so. Yeah. So let's get right into that. Oh! There it is. Took long enough. 9,620. Wow, Wiglet. Almost at 10,000 too. A little disappointed. Just there we go. What Pokeball do I want to use? That is a good question. Ooh, Repeat or Quick Ball matches surprisingly well. I have a couple, but that's fine. I can soft reset for it. I saved the game. Pretty sure. Anyway, it's gonna be a high catch rate anyways. It's only level 4, it said. There we go. Has rattled, so it can boost its speed. No mark, quirky. And it's male, which is fine. Okay, I need to talk about how I was hunting for Wiglet, but first, obviously, there's an evolution on screen. Just look at that. That does look very kind of cool. I kind of like this. This Pokemon's pretty cool looking for its shiny. It kind of works. And in a second, it gains a move. Just in a second. Doodle, which copies, what does it say? The ability of the user and its allies, or copies Pokemon's ability, which is kind of interesting. I wonder if I'll ever play around with that. Who knows? So yeah, how was I going for Wiglet, or as I named it, Lugworm, because, well, I started playing Dragon Quest IV, and, I mean, that Pokemon that enemy looks exactly the same. Basically, it's just a worm, the same color scheme exactly. We'll have to rename, it just, perfect naming, perfect name for it. So yeah, how was I soft resetting, managing to soft reset Pokemon in this game? So there are such a thing as static Pokemon that are always there. There's maps you can use. There's like a cluster of like 14 Wiglets up to the north, but they're a little bit more scattered for my liking, and it's too high a level for going for them now. So basically, what you do is you go to an area, knock out all of those Pokemon, all the static Pokemon that you're wanting to hunt, even if it's just a single one. Save the game, open and close a picnic to make sure they weren't scheduled to respawn right away. And if they weren't, you're good. Just skip a day or wait a day or whatever. Change the clock. Clock needs to be forward one day, and then the game will realize that there should be Pokemon there, and will respawn them. So you can get guaranteed new ones, and just check if the Pokemon has genders. Check that you're getting different genders, and if you see that, give it a few tries. It should be fine. That's what I did. This Pokemon did take me quite a while. There was a few months break, basically, mostly because of the DLC actually, of hunting for this Pokemon. But anyways, next Pokemon will be the first one I already kind of have gotten in Violet specifically. I wonder which one that will be. I have caught quite a lot in that game. Let's find out. What? How? I wasn't even looking for you. Oh, I might have come back. Hello? Whoops, that's the wrong button. I was going for Charcadet. Okay, but I'll gladly take one of you. That was only like 500, less than 500 encounters total. What Pokeball do I want to use? I don't even remember what I used last time. I think I'll use a Nest Ball. It's a bit of a different one than I normally use. Ooh, I have a few. I'll use them a couple times before resetting to save them. And they're not in special Pokeballs, so it's not a big deal. Is Nest the one that's based off of level? It might be. Like how big of a level difference between my Pokemon and the Pokemon I'm catching. Okay, took 3. Not too bad. Yeah, I was actually going to do this for a later hunt, but I got it now. So, oh well. Pure Psychic type. Has Frisk. Okay. Sassy Nature. No mark. I think. Yeah, no mark. I think you actually do have to check in this menu to be able to, or in the box, in your boxes, not just from the that summary screen, to be able to check sometimes. Or I'm mistaken about that. Don't exactly remember. So yeah, I set up a fire encounter sandwich so I could encounter some Charcadets. Because using a fire Pokemon against the Steel Titan made sense. Makes more sense than a Psychic type. Wasn't expecting a Flittle there. I have caught a Flittle in Violet, so I did know what to look for, and it's actually very, very noticeable. Like, it's floating well above the grass line, so it's not that. It's never been an issue. And just look for where the pink is, and if it's green, it's shiny. I said that right, with those colors right. I think so. Like, it's pretty noticeable. I don't hate it. So yeah, I already have one technically from Violet, but I intentionally didn't evolve it back then because I wanted to use it for this playthrough. So we'll get it evolved at some point down the line. I named it, or him, Imhotep, because like the whole, it evolves and looks kind of like Cleopatra or whatever, but it was a male one, so I named it after the guy from the Mummy movies. If you've ever seen those. It kind of made sense. And kind of a nice little nod to that whole Egypt kind of look. So yeah, now let's go on for a Pokemon that is even newer than these Pokemon, shall we? Before we move on, Lugworms are going to evolve, and I didn't realize this when I named you Lugworm, but your color scheme inverts when you evolve. So I changed your name to Glugworm after a different exact same species or type of Pokemon, or not Pokemon, monster in Dragon Quest with the correct color scheme. Fun enough, it just worked out. Kind of funny. Wait, this is the special one? Oh, I don't think I could tell. What the heck? Well, that means that this is a... What did I press? No, I don't want to press that button. That means I did find an outbreak of the special one. Cool. Now to hunt it. Without using outbreak methods, of course. Or without knocking them out or whatever. I'm sure I've gone over it already. Oh, it's It's that little thing. That's the mark. Oh my gosh, that's very much impossible to see. I thought it looked more like Sinisty's mark, which is just a circle you can very easily tell. Okay. At least I know what I was missing now. Yikes. Are you serious? Okay. I'll take it. It is a duplicate, though, so I'm not going to count it. Like, I already have you on my team. What Pokemon do I want to use? Did I use Premier Ball last time? Probably. That makes sense. I should, hit you first. Oh, that was a critical capture. Nice and easy. Okay, you are a male. Mycelium Might, I think the other one had that as well. Calm Nature, no mark. Wait a second. Wait a second. You're shiny. You're 100% shiny. It's hard to tell. Yeah, okay. Can we see the mark? The little stamp? That tiny little thing that I can barely see? Okay. You're the special one. It wasn't too bad of a hunt. I mean, at least you could spot the difference from multiple angles. What Pokeball do I want to use? I could go for Nest Ball. That kind of fits. Actually, it's my only green Pokeball. Yeah, I should go for it then. Let's weaken you a little bit. Ooh, that did more than I expected. Okay, good enough. I mean, I saved, so it was fine either way. Oh, critical capture. Got it. Okay, you have Hospitality. When you enter a battle, it showers its ally with Hospitality. Interesting. Weird ability. Hasty, no mark. Well, here you go. Evolving. That's nice. You do look pretty cool. Very different color scheme. Very different. But very noticeable again. Which means I approve of you in general. Unlike, technically, Poltergeist, specifically Artisan Poltergeist, that little tiny stamp is absurd. Because at least the Galarian teacups were, for their their unique form, 1 in 100 form, it was a big colored stamp. Not a little indent, little whatever it is that you barely see. Little square thing. That being said, I don't hate the shiny. I actually kind of do like shiny Poltergeist. It just kind of works for me. The subtle green, it works pretty well. I really like. So yeah, I named it Shiba. Technically it's genderless, but that's fine. After, again, a blade from Xenoblade 2, I think once it evolves, that parallel will make sense. She's a water blade, which technically doesn't make sense, but she's always in a bathtub. Loves tea parties and such, loves money. It fits pretty well with, especially the artisan, loving, like, wanting money, and the artisan being in this very special teacup. It just kind of works. So yeah, on to Charcadet for real this time. Oh my gosh, I could see you from a distance! Ah. Oh, it wasn't too long. Only a little over 2,000 encounters again. Hello. Okay, what Pokeball do I want to use? I don't remember. Let me just check its evolution real quick. Yeah, not really have many Pokeballs that would be good. I think I'll try Luxury Ball. And for that to make sense, I should weaken you first. Oops, perfect. I'd like to do a bit more though. But any more would be risky. Nope, there we go. Only took 2 balls. For some reason I only have 4. Must not have been able to buy them last time I was at a shop. Your Flash Fire, you're female. Mild Nature, no mark. I've only had 1 shiny with a mark so far. A natural mark, that is. Okay, gonna immediately evolve my Charcadet into, what was it, Armor Rouge? And after this point, I do come up with a name. I go for Samus. You do kind of resemble her. It works well enough from Metroid and the other Metroid games. And especially with you eventually get a move that is a giant arm cannon, or not. Well, your Paldeans turn into a giant cannon. That's a shoulder pads. Unless I said the wrong type of armor. If not, whatever. It's not a big deal. Oh yeah. One thing. I forgot to mention last time I was looking for Charcadet. The sandwich thing. I just put up a fire encounter sandwich on that hill, and Charcadet spawns very often. And I showed for the first sandwich one, or the first time trying for that Pokemon. The sandwich, it's just encounter power 1 and Charcadet's everywhere. I think I might have used a encounter power 2 in Violet for my Ceruledge in that game. But yeah, this is also the first version exclusive of this playthrough. So, well, and the next Pokemon actually should also be that. Haven't caught it yet. Getting caught up on editing this right now. We are over halfway as of not Charcadet, not Samus, but as of Poltergeist. That was the halfway point. Unless I'm counting this wrong. There should be 18. I think that's correct. So I'm getting there. Ooh, low battery. That's funny. Yeah, that pops up a couple times in this fight. So, yeah. Also, this Flittle was supposed to be for the Poison Gym, because Psychic, I think, is good against Poison. That was the reason. Charcadet's not really, so that's kind of funny. Oh, well. Though it is Psychic type, wasn't it? Huh. Kind of worked out in the end. Anyways, on to the next hunt, which won't be a very obvious shiny, but oh yeah, that Charcadet, very obvious shiny, like pretty obvious. Just once you see it, no, the eyes are pretty obvious once you. It's also the only thing, to be fair. They're pretty obvious, so it's not horrible to hunt. Not really. It is all like down in the ground, which is annoying, but could be worse. At least I'm not planning to go after the stupid little frog floating thing. Whatever that thing is. That electric type, like, light bulb that floats near rivers. I'm not going for that in this playthrough. Because I think that one's like one of the worst shinies to hunt in this game. Anyways, on to the next one. Well, there it is. And I've actually hunted Tauros in that area before, so this works fairly well. Ooh, hello. I mean, you're not exactly what I'm looking for, but you are a good-looking shiny. I'm going after whatever. What Pokeball do I want to use? Do I have a purple Pokeball? I don't think I do. I have a Heal Ball. Kind of. Yeah, it works. That was. Oop, almost chose the wrong Pokeball. Oh, there we go. That only took like 12 Pokeballs or something. I don't know how. I wasn't counting. Ooh, your purple looks even more... just such a great color. What the heck? Even better in inventory. Insomnia. Serious nature. No mark. Oh! That's it? Yes, that's it right there. Oh my gosh, that only took... What's my counter at? 10,800? I looked down for a second. Which one are you? You're this one right here. Oh my gosh, 10,000 Tauros seen. Also, forgive the audio. It is what it is. But my capture card's having a little bit of issues right now. Might have to get a new one. Or maybe the audio is fine. I don't know. I have it lowered. Surely that would be a bad idea. Let's just throw a Luxury Ball. Luxury Ball looks great. Yeah, the audio's still bad. Okay. Yep. Hopefully I'll fix it soon. I might have to get a new capture card. You know what? I did save. Let's see how bad this is. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. There we go. Anger point is angered when it takes a critical hit, and the max is its attack stat. Ooh, pretty interesting. And a mild nature, no mark. Alright, it's time for the second half of this whole ordeal. So let's start off things simply with a evolution. Actually, two. Flittle is going to evolve into a much more noticeable shiny, I guess. But Flittle's not too bad. I don't have to hunt it again, so I guess it doesn't matter to me. But the little green is fairly easy to spot on the little guy. So yeah, big and brown. And then on to Pokemon that I think people have mixed feelings on in general. This whole line, mostly because its attack stat is like garbage, but has like the best steel attack. No, is it fairy attack? But one of the two, best physical, I think, steel attack in the game. But its attack stat is so bad it doesn't really matter. Oh well, I have it. I used it a few times. Now, okay, and then we get to see the gym battle. So, Tauros. I have hunted a few of them before the update where you could hunt the specific form. I have 3 of the normal Paldean forms. So, I already knew what I was getting into going into starting the hunt. Wasn't too hard to... Isn't too bad of a thing to spot if you... Once you've seen one, it's pretty difficult. Otherwise, you're always second-guessing yourself. I mostly look at the neck bit where it goes lighter, and I try to get it from an angle that I could very clearly see, which is why you saw me going all the way around them constantly. Yeah, it's a fine shiny. Not the best. Also wasn't the worst hunt in this whole ordeal. I mean, Athena was a longer hunt than this, but even those two combined isn't as bad as my final hunt. So, which some people might know what's coming based off of how other people do their shiny badge quests for these games. Alari's done. I have a little bit of extra time actually bleeding into the next one. I forgot to talk about the name. I called it Trampler, and I have been saying where I've been getting these, and that is a reference to Horizon Zero Dawn, which I was playing shortly around this time. We're going into Sandwich. I wonder what's happening here. But yeah, I think I'll stop here. Leave it as a mystery what's about to happen. Oh, what? That's 35! 35 Bombardier! Where'd it go? Right here. How? How? I'll leave the whole sandwich thing in there. What the heck? What? Only level 19. I thought you'd be higher level. Do I have a Pokemon I can hurt you with then? I'm gonna go with probably not. So my because I don't even have any status move, do I? Oh, no, I have Spore. I could try Spore. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're so fast. Like, not even... Ugh. 35. Yikes. I mean, that makes up for the long Tauros hunt. So you're definitely more of a nice silvery gray for your changes. I thought it was, for whatever reason, more white. Maybe just remembered that wrong. But Premier Ball I think would look best because you're mostly a white Pokemon, and Premier Balls are just nice in general. I mean, I could also go for like a Luxury Ball, I guess, but because there's bits of the darker colors as well. It's very grayscale. No, I think no. If you look around the eye, especially, the Premier Ball, I think will look best. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. There we go. Wasn't too bad. Premier Balls aren't super expensive. Okay, let's look at your summary. Your male have big pecs, so you can't have your defense lowered. That's interesting. Naughty nature, no mark. Wow, that was a quick one, wasn't it? 35 encounters. Crazy. Only took me 10 minutes of wandering around. Anyways, we have a couple of evolutions. Here, this is a nice one for you. You'd kind of turn into a reef sometimes. I don't know. I kind of like you as a Pokemon. Even if you're a little simple. And your shiny isn't too bad either. Who's next? I forget already. Alright. You get... Oh, that was a bit glitchy there. What the heck? Hope that's not a problem with any of the other clips. At some point I did have to change my entire recording setup because my stuff started to break on me. Including my TV. I've talked about that in another video somewhere else. And here we are in Kitakami, in this cave with a Snorlax in front. I managed to scare the Snorlax in. You're not supposed to be here this early. The Pokemon are kind of high level. I think I skipped seeing what their level is right there. But I got a Masterpiece Teacup. And that's all you need to evolve the Artisan form? Is that what it's called for this line? I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. I think it's Artisan because the other one is Authentic. This is Masterpiece. I don't remember. Or maybe it's not a big deal. Cool. Anyways, on to the gym, and I'm going to talk about Teba. Pretty sure off the top of my head that's how you pronounce his name. Teba is referencing a character in Breath of the Wild. The not the champion of the Rito, but the currently strong one who you help out, or helps you out to get up to the Divine Beast. I don't know, it's been a while since I played Breath of the Wild, but it made sense. Sometimes it takes me a while to come up with these. So yeah, Bombardier. Its shiny is a little subtle, but it's not too hard to notice, actually. Though, to be fair, I wasn't straining myself looking. But that's what happens when you have a long hunt. You get some short hunts right after, sometimes. It's very random in that regard. I do actually get a couple of short hunts right after that one, though. So, followed by normal-ish luck, which you'll see as it goes on through the rest of the video. Huh. Hello. Not what I was going for. At all, but sure. I'll take you. I have a heal ball, that kind of fits. There we go. See, I'm not going for you, I'm going for Satoddle, who is 20% of the ice encounters in this area or something. But that's like the best I can do for Satoddle. Unless I want to do another Outbreak, but after Tauros, I'm kind of sick of them. Keen Eye, Modest Nature, no mark. Wait. That's it? That only took less than 500. Hello. You're a little bit darker, and you have the salmon-y color instead of the pink. What the heck? 2 sandwiches. I mean, not that they're special sandwiches or anything. Switch over to someone who's not going to one-shot you. Just so we can lower your health a little bit. You're kind of small. Maybe you're tiny. I doubt you're tiny. It's like ridiculous odds, isn't it? Without size changing sandwich stuff, which I do not have. I'll show off my sandwich in a moment. You know, I didn't think about what Pokemon I wanted to use. Luxury Ball doesn't really fit. Premier Ball kind of works. Like you're grayer than white, and it's not red, but it's close, as far as close as I can get. Love Ball wouldn't fit super well. There we go. Terra Whale Pokemon. Interesting. Because of Terra types. Yeah, you're kind of like a nice, almost dirty grayer version of yourself. With, of course, the salmon-y orange instead of the pink. Thick fat, so you take less damage from fire and ice. Actually, very good for you. Impish Nature, no mark. And I wanted to show the sandwich. Just encounter power 2 of ice. The other parts aren't really a factor. I'm about to get attacked. Great. Cool. That was nice and quick. And now we get to see its evolution. So for Satoddle, I don't mind shiny. It's a little subtle. It's kind of fun. I had not seen its evolution shiny somehow. I'd seen basically every other shiny in the game at this point, but not this. So that surprised me, how good Satitan looks as a shiny. I was not expecting that at all. Oh, I do end up naming her Crystalinda from Dragon Quest XI, yada yada. So yeah, I mostly went for Titan because I am been trying to get one of every typing at least in this challenge. And I did succeed at that. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. It's been a long time since I've edited the first half of this video. And so there's only two ice types in this, two new ice types in this game that aren't, or before the post-game stuff. And that is Titan and the pseudo-legendary, the Dragon Ice type thing, Excalibur, which I don't really like that much. So yeah, pretty obvious choice. And looking at shiny, this is better shiny easily, so very nice. Anyways, on with the next. What? No! What? That was... okay. Another first try shiny. Oh my gosh. This is 3 days in a row, too. Getting really good luck this year already in this game. Like, what the heck? Like, that's 190 seen. And I already have you. Oh boy, shiny Raylor, which obviously looks just very good. And it's gonna be our bug type for what we're going for. What do I want to use? I think Luxury Ball would look nice. Yeah. Okay, do I have any stats moves with this team? I have Spore. That's good enough. There we go. Nice and easy. So you're pure bug type. Compound eyes, no mark, careful nature. And somewhat annoying to evolve. I know that. And we're at the point where I just have to evolve you anyways. I need to give you like 20 levels too. Oh boy, this will take a while. So yeah, Shiny Raylor has a very nice shiny. It going from just the basic dung ball to a golden nugget. It's a very nice touch that they couldn't really have pulled off in previous generations. Here I'm just showing I got the item finder mark on it. You have to walk around with them a lot, and then have them level up to evolve. So that's what that was showing. And here is its evolution. I don't know, I kind of like it. Oh yeah, of course, the name Wan Sum Dung is a reference to Mother 3. Pretty sure it's Mother 3. I don't know, it's been a while since I wrote this down. That's what I have written down, so it's probably it. And honestly, it looks pretty cool, too. It's a bug psychic type. Very nice shiny. I'll give it that. Evolution method's a little bit weird. There's a few Pokemon, I think, that evolve by having you walk around with them like that. And the item finder mark didn't work in the first version of the game. You could only have gotten it starting from the DLC coming out. They finally fixed it, along with other things, I'm sure. As I've said. Well, this is nice. And speaking of DLC, next hunt is going to be in the DLC area again. And I'll see you guys there. That's it. Oh, I hit this button and then... Yeah, that should work. New recording setup. Hello, Shiny Glimmet. You were not most noticeable because any of you in the shade or in the water look shiny. Unless I look at your flower face thing. Did I save? I don't think I did. Let's make sure. Now, come on. Actually encounter it. What? Oh, what, do I have a dive ball? I think a dive ball would look nice. A net ball, not really. And I don't have any crit balls to compare. Okay. Do I have anyone who with status effects? Okay, not this time. Okay, whatever. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh yeah, you look pretty nice. Toxic debris, so when you get it hit, you gives, yeah, scatters poison spikes. Good. That's actually very good. You have stealth rock as well. That's very okay. And no mark. That's fine. You're someone I'd want at the front of my party, though. Cool. Good to know. I hope this is just a normal evolution, like level up evolution. Not anything complicated. So yeah, new recording setup. I guess I'll explain it at this point. It happened because my previous capture card stopped working. Here we go to see you evolving. I'll get to your name in a minute. It stopped, like, I started having audio desync issues, and some audio was cut out completely. It was very bizarre. Had to get a new capture card, fix the problem instantly. And because of that, I'm now using OBS to record, which is honestly way better of a recording setup in like every regard. But I didn't know it at the time before then. I think I tried it before and I just didn't like it, or so, I don't remember what my problem was with it. And I have a new TV as well. It's a 4K TV, which will be fun for whenever I get around to more PS5 games, possibly late this year. We'll see how it goes with my other series, if I finish them or not that soon. But it's on the to-do list. And oh yeah, you also evolved. You are another walk around a whole bunch and then level up. Oh, here we get to see the fun little glitch with Maridon? Which one is it again? I don't remember. Where they're like covered in snow for some reason, only during that little thing. So yeah, this Pokemon, Glimmet and Glimora is a Pokemon you don't really see through normal gameplay until like the very end of the game, basically. So I wanted to try it. It's a rock poison type, whatever. It's on the final team of the Elite Four, as you probably might know. Its shiny is pretty cool. I like it. I named it Flagra. That's probably not how you pronounce it. From Metroid Prime. Very influential boss fight, or memorable, or whatever, from that game. At least to me. Yeah, I think that's all I need to go over right now. Oh, that was an actual gasp. Hello. Save. Okay, do that, do that. Should be the correct order. Hello! I haven't had a reaction like that in this game in a while. You took a bit of time to get, over 6,000, but it was kind of a fun, chill time waiting for you to show up. I think, yeah, dive ball would look great. I'm just gonna chuck them until they stick. First ball, of course. That works. Getting close to the end of this now. Only 2 more to get. Let's look at you. Obviously, I saw that you were female. You have Earth Eater. If hit by ground move, the Pokemon has HP restored instead of taking damage. That's actually really good because you're a Steel type. Wow. Okay. Calm Nature, no mark. Ah, shiny Earthworm. Great shiny. Another one of the few, like, really good shinies of this game, of this generation. Before the end game, at the least, because those are kind of different. We'll get to those another time. Great shiny. It's nice blue. Go from it turning red to blue. Very nice. Called it Cobalt because blue metal fantasy games. I don't know. It works. Not all my shinies have to be greatly or greatly inspired in their naming. So my editing, because you might have noticed, there's been a little bit of cuts right at when I find the shinies past couple times. Have been very unintentional. Hopefully my future ones aren't, or a little bit more seamless in that regard. But if there's no video footage at all, there's not much I can do. So we'll have to see how that turns out. Oh! Hello! Ooh! I mean, I guess I should save. Oh, wasn't looking at for an Altaria, but I'll grab you. So I didn't notice the yellow until I was right on top of you. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for an Ultra Ball. You have a low catch rate anyways, so that's definitely smart. There we go. Only took 3 of them. Okay, you're a male Altaria with natural cure. Simple enough. Naughty nature, no marks. Oh, that is it! Oh! I got it. 5,000 encounters. It's honestly like one of the least interesting ones. I noticed you were like laying down. One of them got me earlier though. An orange one got me earlier that was laying down. You can kill yourself. I should very much save. Okay. Here we go. Oh no. I think a Pokeball match is the best. Okay. This will probably take a few resets, because that's not going to be an easy catch. Or I catch it first ball. Okay, sure. It's a dragon type. I expect it to have a low catch rate. So I saw you were a female. So yeah, this is technically the yellow one. Stretchy form? I don't know, I didn't look. Commander goes inside the mouth. Wait, what? What? Oh no, I'm gonna need to catch a Dondozo at some point. Not for this video, of course, but I need to see that. I mean, not technically. That technically doesn't need to be a shiny, but yeah, that's fun. Quiet nature, no mark. Wow, none of them have had a mark so far. I only have one left. Well, anyways, let's go fight the Dragon Titan. Oh, it is stretchy form, it says right there. Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri has 3 forms. This is possibly the worst of the shinies. I mean, if you're hunting only a specific form, it's actually not the worst one to hunt for. So, there's that. But in terms of how they look at the end, could be better. Anyways, I named her Anna Dakar from Daughter of the Deep by Rick Riordan. It seemed fitting. I might do a similar naming for Dondozo when I eventually go for that. We'll see how I feel when I get to that. Anyways, we only have one more shiny to go. And if you've watched anyone else do this challenge in Scarlet and Violet, you'll know that I'm going for a starter. Full odds starter in this game. Because traditionally, in Shiny Badge Quests, that would be the first Pokemon you get. That's it! Oh my gosh! Oh! Also, the lighting makes you look so weird. 5,720 eggs. Oh. How many more eggs do I currently have in my boxes? Whew. Let me just check. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna quickly go through all of those. So let's put you where you belong. In the shinies box. Woo! I'll get to you in a minute. Oh, you have Torrent. You don't even have your hidden ability. Whatever. Well, actually, before I go back. Everything but special attack looks to be maybe maxed out. Which is good. I forget how. Wait, was it all 5? Was it all 6s? I forget. Actually, when I check... No, it's... Special attack is always like that. Some of them, sometimes it was... Sometimes the defense could be 5, though. That's what it was. Oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna quickly hatch the rest of these eggs. Okay, let's get through some evolutions of you. Not too special. You're basic shiny. You're the last of the 3 starters I have to be fully evolved. So that's why I went for you specifically. Came up with a good name too, Sylvando from Dragon Quest XI. But I did, as you saw, I was trying to stream this, though I didn't check until just now, and apparently the audio got desynced over time. If I can't figure out how to fix that, I'm gonna have to give up on streaming for the time being. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh! Hello! You're shiny. I wasn't shiny hunting, I was just leveling up. Wait, can you kill yourself? I should have saved. It's been a while since I found a random shiny. Hello? Oh, where'd you go? There you are. You do kind of match Ultra Ball colors. So that's what I will use. Nice and simple. You're actually one of the Pokemon I was considering hunting for this challenge too. You're female, Swarm, so your Bug-type moves when your HP is low. Okay. Naive Nature, no mark. That's fine. I have one of you now. Here we go. The final challenge, the final badge, I guess, before the end game. If you count this as a badge. It basically is, considering the challenge itself. The last Team Star base to take down. I don't even think I used Sylvando during this fight. But I do end up using everyone afterwards, so we'll get to that in a minute. Anything I wanted to say before we got there, actually? I don't think so. I think we're ready. Let's head on to the end game now. Alright, and now it's time to finish off the 3 storylines. We're going to start with the Starfall and storyline. Forgot about having to fight Clive here, Professor Clavel or whatever his name was. I don't know, it's been a few days. And actually, so I didn't set up this team for that. So yeah, for this finale, I have Shroopsworth, Glugworm, Trampler, Imhotep, Wilfray, and Salt Talus. This was the team I set up last. Oh yeah, I have 3 teams, 1 per storyline, and so that's the team you can see it on the screen right now. That's the team I'm going with for this. I forgot about his team, so I mostly just winged this entire fight. Took me 2 tries, actually. Kind of annoying. But yeah, I set it up for... I decided my teams based off of, first of all, the Elite Four, and then Arven's. Oh yeah, I didn't realize that you could start at the second DLC before the post-game. But, so I was just showing that off, because I walked into the building and he was just there. Very surprising. I didn't realize that you could do that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I figured out my teams based off, first of all, the Elite Four. I made a good team for the Elite Four, because I knew that was 6 fights in a row of increasingly... No, not increasingly. Of somewhat difficult fights. More just... Yeah, so I wanted Pokemon that were ready for that. Then I got a team ready for Arven, and then I made this team to fight all of these evolutions, because I wasn't super worried about the evolutions. I kind of understand how to fight them. It was Arven's team that I was a little bit more wary of. So yeah. Goodbye, Cassiopeia. In a second. Ooh, this is only 7 times speed, too. I was going to do faster, but it looked too harsh. This already feels a bit fast. Yes. So for Arvin, I prepared Sheba, Flagra, Cora, won some Dung, Cobalt, and Anna Dakar. Had a team set up for it. Oh, for all 3 of these teams as well, I did something very fancy. No duplicated types for any of the Pokemon on the teams. I thought that was kind of cool that I managed to pull that off. It was more that I only had 3 copies of 3. A few of actually. I don't have that list open at the moment. But I had a couple copies of 3 on my Pokemon. What types did I have 3 of? I had 3 Fightings, 3 Water, 3 Grass, and 3 Psychic. Everything else was either 2 or 1. So I didn't have too many duplicate typings, so I could split them up between 3 whole teams very nicely. And I'm pretty sure every single Pokemon is shown off in these battles. For the Elite Four battle, spread across the entire Elite Four, and whatnot. And even Anna Dakar right there, only for that one attack. Oh well, they at least all show up. I tried to get that to happen when I was recording these. And finally, for the Elite Four, well, first of all, this stupid quiz. You can fail this quiz if you don't get it right. Like, I said the wrong school name first try, because I forgot which one it was. It was very weird that you can fail it. I did not remember that could happen, or know that could happen. It's more annoying than it needs to be. Okay, so for the Elite Four, I have Sylvando as the starter I got at the very end, of course. Athena, the starter I started with, essentially. Alvida for both Fairy and Steel, very good typings. Not very strong Pokemon, but that's fine. Samus, Crystalinda, and Teba. And obviously, I'm mostly using them against Pokemon that make sense. I think I forgot about the Terra there, and went for a Psychic attack to go for the Poison weakness. Yeah. I ended up taking everyone down first try at least. So that's good. Cool. There goes the ground leader. Now we get Steel. And for Steel, obviously, I have Sylvando with his no fighting moves. Because I didn't even bother to change up his moves. I fixed that after this battle. That was very annoying, though. Do I just attack with fire moves the entire time? With Samus? I think I might. It was a little easy. Ooh, he endured. And missed. Perfect. Exactly what you want to see. Wait, what happens here? Do you actually... Yeah, that's what I thought. So then I just whittle you down with water attacks. Yep, not too difficult. On with Norman Yep, not Norman. Sorry, he uses normal types. I forgot what his name was. Larry. With his flying types, so... What do I try to do here, actually? I don't... Oh, Crystalinda. Yeah, that's probably the only Pokemon I really have that's super effective against them. And actually manages to hold out for quite a bit. Though Thick Fat does help with that, so that makes sense. Especially that fire attack just then. Oh, and last Pokemon. It lost its fighting type. Makes it much easier to take down. I still actually took down quite a few of my Pokemon. Very good. Strongest so far. But mostly because I had very few counters. Now for the Dragon Trainer. Honestly, makes sense to be the most difficult. I go for Fairy. Let's see how strong you are here. Oh, that did pretty good, actually. But for super effective, you usually want it to one-shot. So, like that. Because otherwise you're just being in a fight for longer than you want. And do I just sweep right here? Is that what's about to happen? No one goes down? No, I think we're going to go down right here. No? There we go, yeah. And, ooh, both of them went down. And so I just have to... Did I just really one-shot? It was pure dragon. Yeah, I always forget what's good to use against dragon. I think normal and fighting are actually decent, because you're guaranteed that they're not going to resist them. Unless they have secondary type that is you have to worry about. And now for the weakest champion of all time, who I actually lost a single Pokemon to already, somehow. But yeah, will I lose any more? Probably. I'm not being super cautious. I know you're a pushover. And I get fully healed before the... Well, I will fully heal before the proper final battle of this storyline. Yeah. Watching them all go down so fast. Nice. A Glimora. Why do you use a Glimora as your last Pokemon? It has... Its ability is great for the start of your team. That one change would make your team actually somewhat difficult, because having to deal with toxic spikes set up round 1 would be something you have to worry about. Oh, we're coming up to the end. Does your team go by very quickly here, Nimona? I mean, that's to be fair. My team is very stacked. I have water, I have grass, I have fire, I have a steel type. Yeah, you can't really do much. So yeah, we're about to head to Area 0 as soon as this last fight is over. Which will be any second now. Yep, your last Pokemon. Do I take you out only one attack? I might. Nope, 2 attacks. Alright, it's time to finish this. And it looks like we're going to be just under 2 hours for this video. Yay! That's awful. But it... Yeah... if I do this again at some point, I'll try to make it shorter, because that is quite long. Anyways, we're heading down to Area 0 right now, somewhere I'm going to be very familiar with in the next shiny video. Yeah, I'll get to that in a little bit. So yeah, the beauty of Area 0, where I've only been very, very seldomly. And, yep, go ahead and go back in your ball. I'll have to walk it the rest of my way. And down here, there's Paradox Pokemon. The past variety, even. Something I haven't shown on my channel yet, because I haven't gotten here before. Or in this game, I only did it in Violet. So, yep, there's 2 of them. That was, Screamtail and Great Tusk. And we're about to see a whole bunch more. Ooh, and then the second layer of Area 0. All nice and crystally. It's a very different vibe from the rest of the game. And kind of makes you think that Pokemon should be more fantasy-oriented in its area design. And less normal world. Especially if they're going open world. They should lean more into the crazy elements and less normal elements. And there goes another one of you. We'll fight you in a minute. The Koraidon. Yeah. And out comes a whole bunch more Paradox Pokemon. Which ones are there? There is Brute Bonnet and Fluttermane. Those are new. I have the names up on my secondary screen. And down here we go. We gotta find the animatronic professor who is down here creating a time machine. Something along that line, because the previous one died, so her AI counterpart is running the show, but unable to turn it off completely. And here we are, the time machine itself. Time to turn it off, if we can. You know, obviously that's not going to go very well. We try, and, well, in a second we're going to try. The AI is going to be taken over by the time machine's AI protocols, the emergency protocols, and we have to fight her ourselves and all of her Paradox Pokemon. And I don't actually know their stats, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty strong of Pokemon. Like, like, stronger than they... Or are they... I have no idea what their stats are. They feel like they should be strong. Because as either previous, like, more primal versions that they are in this... In the past paradoxes, or the future ones where they're cybernetic and robotic to be strong. Yeah, we gotta fight all of them. I did bring out a different team member. Oh, that was good timing for this. So I boxed Alvida and instead have Flagra. Just to get some toxic spikes up, help a little bit. And then I got into a very long fight between the two, with Athena and Screamtail. I think I cut down a good amount of it. I thought I cut down a good amount of it. I guess I didn't. Great. Did I not cut this out? I thought I cut out a whole bunch of that. What the heck? Maybe I cut something else out by accident. Whoops. Whatever, it's staying. I'm not going to redo all of that. And who are you bringing out? Oh, the Brute Bonnet. Very nice look. I can't wait to actually hunt all these Pokemon, because that is what my next video, my next Pokemon video is going to be. Unless something crazy happens. It should be going after the future Paradox Pokemon. And then in the video after that would be the past. So yeah, all I'm waiting on right now is I need to finish off the second DLC's Pokedex with Pokemon from this game to gain the Mark Charm. Just to get a little bit more likelihood for marks, because I got no Pokemon with marks in this game. And I've only actually had one that I've caught with a mark. Like, overall. So yeah, Roaring Main, there you go. Brick Break. I think it's a Dark Dragon type. And the final fight, only her Pokeballs work, so of course we need to send out our own Koraidon. Once I realized I have to press the certain buttons. Like, I knew what the game was going to happen, I just forgot that I had to do it manually. I kind of like it doing it that way better, though. Not just the game doing it itself. And now I just attack a few times. Neither can hit each other with super effective damage with their attacks. Actually, the other Koraidon had a different attack. Or at least one attack that was different. And now I... Terror Orb, yeah. Terror Orb for the finale. It's something I keep forgetting is a thing, and I don't think I used it at all in the last bits of this challenge. It's whatever. And now the AI Sada is going to go up into the time machine and go far off into the distant past to stop working or possibly just frolic amongst all these dangerous Pokemon. I don't actually know what her plan is. Who knows? Maybe she has more Master Balls with her. She can catch something crazy. And anyways, this is it. Now I'm just gonna be showing you all the Pokemon I've caught so far, because I'm bringing back the little Pokemon cards that I used to do way back, a couple generations ago, 3 generations ago, for videos. This has been King of Zombies. I'll see you guys next time.